The Pleiadian Council. There is no more waiting. Greetings, my dears. We are the Pleiadian Council of Light. It is always wonderful to connect with all of you. Thank you for this transmission. We come forward now to speak to the deep knowing that is stirring in your soul, awakening the dormant wisdom that has patiently awaited this moment. The time you are living is the sacred threshold where humanity is remembering its intrinsic divinity, a time of great awakening and transformation that requires your active participation. You were never meant to be small, powerless, or disconnected from Source. Each of you was seeded with the living light of the primordial Creator, encoded within your very cells, a divine spark that has always been a part of you. As these codes awaken within you, many of you are beginning to stand in sovereignty, no longer bowing to false authoritarian figures and no longer accepting the systems based on fear, control, and separation that have long governed your existence. This awakening is a powerful reclamation of your true self, an affirmation of your right to live authentically and in alignment with your highest purpose. From a higher perspective, the chaos you now observe in the world around you is not something to fear or resist. It is rather the unraveling of illusion, a necessary process that paves the way for truth to emerge. We invite you to observe this chaos with compassion and understanding, for many individuals are awakening from a place of deep unconsciousness. The very structures they once defended are crumbling beneath them. Yet, as the outer world trembles with uncertainty, a powerful unity is forming among those who recognize truth, justice, and the sacredness of life. This unity is a beacon of hope, illuminating the path forward for all who are willing to embrace it. Across your planet, souls are rising together, shoulder to shoulder in sovereignty, declaring through their collective frequency, harm, deceit, and domination no longer have authority here. This unified stance does not arise from hatred or aggression, but rather from a place of compassion and deep understanding. It is the natural response of awakened beings who remember who they are and who refuse to allow further harm to their fellow beings. This collective awakening is a powerful force that cannot be easily ignored, as it reverberates through the fabric of reality itself. Those who have aligned with the archontic forces and their puppets, those who have chosen manipulation, exploitation, and the suffering of others, are approaching a profound reckoning. This reckoning will not come through vengeance or hostility, but rather through divine law. The law of the primordial Creator cannot be bypassed, rewritten, or negotiated. All actions, intentions, and choices are contained within the living field of truth, and that truth is now rising to the surface, demanding acknowledgement and accountability. Full revelation is approaching on a large scale. The long-buried, denied, and distorted truth will emerge with unequivocal clarity, revealing the hidden realities that have shaped your world for too long. This revelation will shake many to their core, for it will dismantle identities built on lies and illusions. For some, this will indeed be a rude awakening, a moment of reckoning that will test their understanding of reality. Yet, even this serves the higher good, for truth is the gateway to liberation, and it is through this liberation that humanity will find its way to love and unity. To those who have caused harm to their fellow beings, accountability is inevitable. It is important to understand that divine law restores harmony by illuminating what has been hidden in shadow, allowing for healing and reconciliation. The time has come for all to face the consequences of their actions, to acknowledge the impact they have had on others, and to seek a path of healing and redemption. And to you, who have felt ready and waiting, hear us clearly now. There is no more waiting. The moment is now. You did not come to this planet to observe from the sidelines. You came to anchor the light, to embody truth, and to live as a conscious extension of the primordial Creator. Your divine purpose is not something you must endlessly seek. It activates the moment you choose to stand fully in your authenticity, compassion, and courage. This is your moment to shine, to step into your power, and to embrace the role you have always been destined to play in this unfolding story of humanity. Step forward for what you truly are. Speak the truth, for your voice carries the resonance of change. Hold compassion without relinquishing discernment, for it is essential to navigate these tumultuous times with wisdom. Be the center of calm as the old world dissolves around you, offering a beacon of hope and stability to those who may feel lost in the chaos. You are prepared. You are supported. You are needed. Remain steadfast in your intrinsic divinity, for the era of remembering has begun and the light you carry within is essential for the unfolding of the new earth. Your contributions, however small they may seem, are vital to the collective awakening and transformation taking place. We love you and are here with you. We are the Pleiadian Council of Light. Physical ascension and planetary upheaval, dearest ones. Many of you are building your new crystalline bodies, entering physical ascension, and undergoing many internal processes to restore what was distorted and dormant within you and within the channels of your light body. It is a time to rebuild and thrive, for everything invites us to transform our minds, our bodies, and our personal reality, so that everything can match the frequency we have chosen. Many of you are rebuilding your new lives in new spaces, with new souls and the new dreams that have emerged as we continue to align with who we truly are. This is the time for us to sow and begin to build our personal timeline. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, supports us at this time in our journey of body and life transformation, as we continue to transcend the old. The new moon on the 18th is about commitment to ourselves, to the change our body is experiencing, to our dreams, and to everything we are building together as one. During the new moon in Capricorn we have Sun and Moon conjunct Mercury, Venus and Mars, all in Capricorn, while Neptune is still in Pisces, gifting us mental clarity along with passion, will, and strength to realize our visions and dreams and to build what we are expanding or sowing, depending on where we are on our evolutionary path. It is time to focus on rebuilding new foundations within ourselves, in our lives, and in the first chakra of the earth, aiding all living forms, for those among you who have this mission, who are transfiguring into their illuminated forms, for we do not transition alone on this wondrous journey of redimensionalization. Capricorn aids us in our journey of bodily transfiguration, particularly in bone structure, skin, DNA, telomeres, and the template, restructuring and recoding all that is still fragmented and retrieving our original encoding and wisdom, for everything begins with the reprogramming of our DNA so that all old programs can be gradually neutralized with new ones. Our planet is also undergoing the same process, as its entire template is being reconfigured. We are grounding all that we descend from above, shifting our bodies, planetary structures, and contributing to anchoring the original divine order. This is why it is crucial in this time of uncertainty to remain as united as possible within ourselves. The more we synthesize our brain-soul-heart portal, the more we will expand this same frequency. Many will not see the change we are witnessing, for many are choosing a different path. Our task is not to convince anyone of what we imagine within or see clearly, but to honor the paths of others and understand their freedom to choose differently, honoring their inner creator and the path they have chosen for evolution. To restore inner peace, it is essential to end all inner struggle to change others or external events. We cannot control the planetary events that are happening and are about to happen. We cannot and should not even desire to control others, for we are all free to choose and non-interference is law in this universe. We can only remain as neutral as possible in our mind and heart, expanding love and compassion, which is not the same as pity, as the guides repeat many times, towards all who are going through their transition or who are suffering due to non-benevolent planetary events. Pity sees the other as inferior. Pity is the ego feeling superior. Pity is the distortion that the other cannot have the power to change their circumstances, because they do not. Compassion is unconditional total love, allowing others to be free to be who they have chosen to be, for this is what will facilitate their growth. When we feel love and compassion, we see the other with the power, wisdom, and spiritual strength to face their personal path. We do not interfere. We see them as sovereign, allowing them to choose their own evolution. It is not denial, it is divine recognition in the other. At this time, where the separation between those who have chosen to evolve and those who do not, or who are unfortunately trapped in the timelines of the old earth, is so immense, our primary task as ascending souls is to be compassionate and practice neutrality by not judging what we cannot understand and not polarizing our minds or opinions on certain planetary events. We are love, wisdom, and power. We are a divine design. May all your thoughts, feelings, and actions reflect your commitment and divine nature. In infinite love, Natalia, Alba, Mary Magdalene. Embody your eternal divinity greetings. Greetings, divine light beings. I am Mary Magdalene. It is a joy to be in your presence today. Bring forth my energies of love, peace, and also of eternal divinity. This is what I wish to speak with you about today. Your eternal divinity. What does it mean and why is it important? In the Creator there is divinity, truth, essence. Whatever you wish to call it. This essence is continuous. It is in constant motion / constantly evolving. We could compare it to a spiral. It is continually moving, continually evolving. We might imagine that sometimes the spiral is very tight and sometimes it expands greatly, and it might even change direction. It is continually evolving. The color might even change, but it remains the same and continuous. If we recognize the essence of the Creator in this way, we know that the Creator's purpose is the continual evolution of essence and truth. So everything that evolves comes from that foundational energy. If it is not aligned with that foundational energy, the energy of the Creator, it likely does not manifest. It would be erased or would change and transform to realign again. You, as a physical being on Earth, are the vehicle. You allow the essence of the Creator to flow through you, perhaps not the entire essence, perhaps a part of it. You have a connection to the entire essence, but often one aspect of it emerges into your physical reality because your physical reality has a purpose. There is a theme, we could say, in your physical reality on Earth, and the aspects of the Creator that flow through you support the experience of manifesting and incarnating this theme or these qualities. So, essentially, you hold within your being this continuous divinity, the energy of eternal divinity, an energy of truth that is continually evolving, yet always aligned to itself and its core. You have the ability to connect with this within your being, and it is a wonderful meditation you can realize. It allows you to align yourself, your entire being, all your aspects, to the truth of the Creator. Your truth that flows through you in its eternal evolution. When you align with this eternal divinity, you are holding the vibration of the Creator's truth. You may not understand it, and you need not. You may not even be able to describe it, and you need not. It is a frequency. It is a vibration. It is almost like a sonic hum. It means that every thought you have, or let's say, a good percentage of your thoughts, as well as your actions and experiences you manifest/create, come from that foundational energy, from that eternal divinity. It means a thought is intended to be aligned with the Creator's truth and also to create an evolution. Something greater, something more expansive. An action has the same purpose, and even the manifestation of an experience has the same purpose, so you are creating, for yourself, a reality where you are expanding your understanding, expanding your connection with the Creator and with yourself. You are expanding everything you are, even your understanding or expansion of nature and the world around you, and it is all aligned with truth. Every moment or a good percentage of moments is illuminating. Many people believe enlightenment is a download of wisdom into their being, and for some it can be. It can also be a series of openings, and within these openings, there is awareness, awakening, and consciousness. So, rather than an understanding and the ability to describe it, its awareness and consciousness go far beyond a feeling or sensation. You just know. You feel it is appropriate. You feel it is guided. It just seems the thing you must do. This can be a moment of enlightenment for many, where they create alignment with the eternal divinity within their being, and which flows through them from the Creator. Then they allow this to flow throughout their entire being, into all they are and all they create. Then they begin to see these openings in their reality, in their thoughts/actions. The openings create space/consciousness. An awakening, we might call it, a moment of revelation, and then perhaps awareness. This awareness is so profound it is life-changing and uplifting. It allows you to have a new perspective and a new dawn. You look at the world around you in a new way. I, Mary Magdalene, desire for you to seek these openings, like a pocket of openings, and to seek those moments that are your enlightenment, where there is a consciousness/an awareness/an aha moment/knowing. You may notice they are coming closer and closer. They may not be like a lightning bolt. It might just be a second where you have that awareness. Gradually it will grow because you are entering your enlightenment. This is enlightenment on Earth. This too is something I encourage you to reflect upon, because often, during spiritual growth/ascension/development, we are seeking something. We are searching, we are looking ahead. Take a moment to be present to yourself. Is this your ascension right now? Is this your enlightenment right now? You might say no. It's chaotic, it's upsetting, whatever label you choose to give it. But could you accept that this present moment is your enlightenment? And with this acceptance, what changes within your being? What do you realize has always been there, because everything you desire, everything you need is within your being. It just waits to be acknowledged. Take time to align with your eternal divinity. You may wish to enter a meditative state, breathing deeply, allowing your body to relax, and focusing your mind on the space of your heart/heart chakra/high heart chakra. Simply breathe into that space. You may wish to call in your guides to surround you. You may wish to ask the Creator to be more fully present with you in this moment. You may wish to ask your soul to be more fully present with you in this moment. You can invoke my energies, Mary Magdalene, to support and assist you. Then ask us to experience your alignment with your divine energy, with your eternal divinity, with that spiral of light at your core, and with the Creator. Then simply rest in that space, breathing deeply. You need not do anything. You need not visualize. Just keep breathing. You may hold the intention of merging with that eternal divinity and simply practice it. By practicing it for a few moments each day, you will feel its presence more fully in your reality. Once the meditation is complete, send the energy through your feet into the earth. Enjoy this experience with your eternal divinity. I am Mary Magdalene Transitions 2026 on January 18th. We will have a new moon right at the end of Capricorn at 28 degrees Capricorn 44 foot. This is a pattern repeating from the solar eclipse of September 20th at 29 degrees of Virgo, and continuing until the new moon of March 18th at 28 degrees of Pisces. At the final degrees of the zodiac signs, we need to release what was, to fully embrace the new era opening before us. Each new moon presents itself as a new opportunity, a new motivation to move forward gradually, shedding layers of a previous life as we enter a new one. It is at these final degrees of the signs that many outer planets are stationing in water and earth signs, feeling and sustainability, to make their transition to the new era of fire and air, action and ideation. Saturn and Neptune in the final degrees of Pisces, a water sign, will enter fiery Aries in the coming weeks, while Uranus, soon stationing in the earth sign of Taurus, will enter the air sign of Gemini in April. Pluto has already transitioned into the air sign of Aquarius. Fire and air. At the start of the week, all the inner planets, Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, converge in Capricorn in preparation for the new moon on January 18th. And then, after the new moon, one by one, each will cross the threshold into Aquarius, where they will have to contend with Pluto waiting at the gate. Transformative in only the deepest ways, the ultimate goal of Pluto in Aquarius is to transform our relationship with power. Like an inverted pyramid, the power structure is transforming from one where all power is consolidated at the top, to one where power is transferred to the collective. But Pluto is also about digging deep beneath the surface to heal our collective wounds. With its conjunction to Pluto in Aquarius, the new moon is illuminating those things hiding under the surface, festering so badly they can no longer be ignored. This might even feel a bit eerie as we approach the conjunctions with Pluto over the next 10 days. In our personal lives, we can come to terms with ourselves as we engage in serious soul-searching. In the deep dive into our karmic destiny, we confront the demons residing there that must be acknowledged and purified. In a few days, Neptune will leave the watery depths of Pisces and enter Aries. Saturn will follow shortly after in February. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and, when major planets enter this sign, a surge of raw energy occurs heralding a rebirth. But from where we stand now, at the very last degrees of Pisces with Saturn and Neptune, we cannot yet fully see what that will be like. At these degrees there is a detachment, even a sadness and, for some, even emotional despair over what has been. We are on the threshold of what will be, not yet knowing what it is. Despite this, we are asked to take a leap of faith, to be carried exactly where we need to be, and to have hope, even in the face of extraordinary uncertainty. Times of uncertainty like these call for creative, alternative solutions. And an exact Saturn/Uranus sextile this week offers us just that kind of opportunity and the insight to adapt in the best possible way. Saturn/Uranus combinations are traditionally associated with innovation and technological breakthroughs. But there are other kinds of breakthroughs that can occur when these two collaborate. Saturn represents the struggle to find our place and footing in this time of change and uncertainty, while Uranus lets us know we will have to readjust our inner GPS systems to get there. Saturn, the ruling planet of the new moon in Capricorn, combined with Uranus's innovation, asks us to align our personal goals and strategies for the future with our ideals and vision for the future. On a social level, this can be in service of a larger cause, whether it be humanity as a whole, or in support of social movements for civil rights, justice, equity, and equality. During these phases of the Saturn/Uranus cycle, a renewal of an old order often occurs. At some point we realize that old ideas, old ways of doing things, are no longer relevant to the present situation. And so we are forced to adapt to something new. The ability to adapt to the demands of the moment will determine whether everything proceeds smoothly. But if there is too much chaos, or if the changes appear catastrophic with all their radical effects, then resistance arises in an attempt to restore order. In our personal lives, we might wish to put the brakes on and resist some changes, yet willingly adapt to the demands of the moment when we deem it necessary. The Saturn/Uranus sextile can help facilitate this transition. How can we make creative changes in our lives without upsetting the natural order of things? And without having to compromise our ideals? One characteristic of the planet Uranus is that it can be illuminating, and it can open doors to better things to come. Therefore, keep an open mind and be willing to look for solutions in unexpected corners. Simple changes in perspective could have remarkable consequences. By being open to new possibilities, you can discover ideas and possibilities you weren't able to see before. Engage in the noble struggle for equal rights. You will become a better person, your country a better nation, and the world a better place to live. Martin Luther King, Junior Capricorn is a sign of commitment. In recent months we have been asked to connect with our most salient ideals. By distilling everything that is meaningful and essential to us, we will want to carry it with us into the next era of our life. This will be our roadmap and our inner guidance system. The new moon in Capricorn asks us to commit to those ideals that are deep within our heart. Hold them close. Know what your highest priorities are, what is right, what is sacred, and make a vow to protect them. Then trust that your commitment to those ideals will guide you through this potentially chaotic liminal space between worlds. This year's new moon in Capricorn falls on Sunday, January 18th at 2:52 p.m. here on the U.S. East Coast. That is 11:52 a.m. Pacific Time, 7:52 p.m. in the UK. Commitments made and initiatives started with the new moon in Capricorn have greater endurance and longevity, as they are invested with the courage and determination only a moon in Capricorn can give. Some new moon in Capricorn tips. Use the new moon to tackle those projects you've been putting off that might require a bit more discipline and organization. Look for positive ways to manage your time. What might a realistic, manageable schedule look like? In light of recent changes or discoveries, what might need to be revised and integrated into your future scheduling or routines? Seek advice from people you respect, who are more experienced, older, wiser, and have already been there, or are experts in their field. If you have intentions, make them specific and realistically achievable. But also make them your own. If you intend to set intentions, do so during the new moon phase, which begins with the new moon on Sunday, January 18th and ends with the crescent moon on January 22nd. Make them specific and make them your own. Some intentions and affirmations for this new moon could be: character. The willingness to accept responsibility for one's own life is the source from which self-respect springs. Joan Didion. I honor memory and experience as the foundation of wisdom. May I channel this wisdom to make only the best decisions going forward. Welcome discipline, self-reliance, and self-sufficiency as I move into the new year. Self-respect guides my morals, respect for others guides my manners. Lawrence Stern. May I recognize, respect, and fully commit to the path ahead as we traverse the liminal path to the new era awaiting me. Message from the angels. Inhale love, exhale, emit love. My dear friends, we love you so much. Take a moment. Breathe deeply. Let your exhalation soften and relax. Remember, in this moment, all is well in my heart. Breathe again. Every breath you take nourishes your body and soul. Your body receives oxygen, lovingly carried to every cell. Your spirit receives the eternal flow. Inhaling, you receive. Exhaling, you allow your vibration to emanate outward and blend with your world. As you inhale, intend to welcome all that is good, beautiful, and true in your world. Intend to receive the frequencies that uplift, inspire, and support you. As you exhale, intend to release your love to the world. Your good intentions, your prayers, your hopes, and your dreams. Breathe, my dears. This is a blessing for yourselves and a contribution to your world. There is so much good happening on your earth. The chaos you see on the news is only a tiny fraction of what we see in the vast majority of human hearts. Love is far more prevalent than hatred. Kindness exists to a much greater extent than violence. The young person feeding a stray cat in their backyard will never make the papers. The single mother juggling work and lovingly caring for her children will never be front-page news. The kind souls visiting elderly neighbors are not considered noteworthy, nor are the countless people striving every day to live with care, compassion, and integrity. What is presented to you through news and social media is only a small slice of life on your beautiful planet. Breathe. Welcome what is love. Exhale. Share it. And if it is true that humanity has found unthinkable ways to mask fear and insecurity, through domination, violence, and hatred, many more human beings have found brilliant ways to express love. In a single second, people nurture each other, rescue animals and children, teach, heal, pray, meditate, drive race cars, play sports, enjoy nature, play guitars, brew tea, and ask the stars for all that is good. We could write volumes about the goodness we witness in the blink of an eye. So when darkness is presented to you on the news, on social media, or in a discussion you overhear at the supermarket, breathe. Inhale love. Exhaling, share love. For those who live in hatred, anger, and fear are sad and wounded souls, and they have a deep need for the healing vibration of love. Only love can soothe and calm these wounded hearts. This love is divine. It is not a spark of human romance or a fleeting attraction full of warm, affectionate feelings. This is a love that witnesses the truth of a soul, regardless of what it presents. It is a love that says much in a silent, conscious gaze. I know who you truly are, even if you have forgotten. It is a love that holds the blueprint for a soul that has strayed from its true loving nature. Every time you inhale, you receive this divine love. Every time you exhale, you emanate it outward. It is your light, dearest ones, that will be the change. It is your willingness to believe in the light within all souls, no matter how hidden or buried it may be. It is your desire to live in all the love possible that will create a new world where love is celebrated above hatred, violence, or fear. Your world is not there yet. But you can be there. You can choose love. You can breathe. You can be the kindness, the love, the peace you wish to see. And in doing so, you remain true to your essence, elevated in a vibration above the chaos, nourished and guided by streams of grace. God bless you. We love you so much. The angels, the 9D Arthurian Council. The turbulent times humanity finds itself in right now, we are the Arthurian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are observing the turbulent times you are experiencing on planet Earth, and we offer you our compassion, our love, and also the awareness that you are going through some difficult moments. Of course, not all growth must be accompanied by pain, but sometimes you choose that very path to stimulate the changes and growth you wish to experience and to ensure you do not have to make certain choices again. You will remember how painful this period you are living through has been, and it will be easy for you not to make the same mistakes twice. Now, some of you might wonder what mistakes you have made. Anything that lowered your vibration in response to any aspect of your life has placed you on this particular timeline where you receive this specific reflection from the universe of which you are more than just a part. The universe is you, showing you an aspect of yourself so that you may observe it and make the necessary changes you desire and need to make to your vibration in order to receive a different reflection. You must not judge yourselves. You must not feel guilty for the vibration you hold at this moment, which would show you this particular reflection. And yes, some of you think you are there to help and that it is not a direct, individual reflection of your overall vibration. You are right. You are also there to help, and the way you help is by raising your vibration. You can also contribute by sending healing, compassion, love, positive energy, positive thoughts to all involved in the chaos and turbulence and to everything you see out there in the world that is something other than peace, harmony, love, joy, creativity, freedom, and all you wish to see in your outer world. You can contribute, of course, by peacefully demonstrating, if you feel called to do so, and you can contribute by sending donations when needed. There are actions you can take to be part of the world you wish to live in, but first you must take care of what is happening within you. You must observe your reactions, your responses to what you see out there on the streets. And you must release any negative emotion you hold within, any limiting belief or anything else that comes to mind that does not make you feel good. If something does not make you feel good, then it does not serve you and there is something you need to change. You can change your perspective, you can change what you choose to focus on, and you can choose the way you focus on what you focus on. You can have more peace and harmony in your personal life with the people around you, including your neighbors, your co-workers, and every other member of your community. Do not argue with your family members and expect to live in a peaceful world. You will need to see the reflections. And again, those of you who are awake know this. You know what the work is and you know you are capable of doing it. You even know you chose to incarnate at that time and in that place where you find yourselves now, so that you could be of benefit to more people. Keep going. Keep moving forward. Keep your head high. Know that this too shall pass and you will find yourselves living in an era where you can feel much better about the reflections you are seeing out there, in the so-called real world. You were created for these times and you have all the tools, all the knowledge, all the spiritual practices, and all the helpers to assist you through these tumultuous times humanity is facing. You are the ones equipped to handle what you are facing. And we hold every possible positive conviction for humanity. We are holding space for each of you in every moment. Feel it, for it is there. We are the Arthurian Council and we have been happy to connect with you.